SEO case studies are inspirational and magical. Looking at them, you also feel, I can repeat the same performance if I can replicate the same SEO strategies. Most people don't understand what you see in these SEO case studies is what you are supposed to see. And a lot of stuff goes unnoticed. Today I will share the reality of some of the famous SEO case studies of SEO influencers and what you can learn as an SEO professional or as a client if you're planning to hire an SEO. So number one on my list is the case study of CoinJar by Kyle Roof. If you look at the traffic of CoinJar, somewhere around mid of 2020, the traffic began to grow and it peaked around January 2022 and then it started to decline steadily. Number two on my list is Scooter.guide by Daniel Carter. If you see, around 2 years back, he revealed his case study, he revealed his website, Scooter.guide, with a very clickbaity post on LinkedIn. 3 months from ground zero to 750 plus clicks per day, overtaken authority sites, time to bat this out of the park. Any scooter review #1 spot coming for you. Expect to see me everywhere. Now, this kind of post can excite anyone if you are reading. Even I got excited. But do you know what happened? Since April 2022, the site has been losing traffic steadily. Now, let's look at number 3 in our list, Harsh Agarwal. He's a very well-known blogger SEO in India. He came into limelight around 2013, 14 and 15 with his site shoutmeloud.com. And few years later, he even launched another site on cryptocurrency, crypto trading, coinsutra.com. Now let's look at the traffic history of both these sites. Now, if you notice the traffic history of shoutmeloud.com, the traffic has been declining since January 2020 from 700k to 30,000k in 2024. And if you look at coinsutra.com, the downfall is even severe. It had peaked in October-November 2019, but since then it has been declining and is now under 2,000 per month in 2024. Another SEO influencer on my list, Corey, the topical authority guy. I can't take his full name, but he is a very well-known SEO right now. And I have his 3 public SEO case studies in front of me. Let us look at their organic traffic graph. The first one is bkmkitap.com. If you notice, in 2022, it touched around 3.5 million, but then it started to decline and is around 1.7 million right now. The second case study of Corey is zooksms.com, and its fall is even more dramatic. In 2022, it suddenly rose and then it had a drastic fall and is now clocking around 5,500 visits per month organically. And the third one on the list, which is a very famous case study, which is on oncrawl.com also. It's a Turkish site, interexcellence.com. If you look at its organic growth, it has the same fate. When the case study was published, it was clocking around 1.3 lakhs visits per month. But then it started to fall steadily and is now at around 25,000 visits per month. And the last one on my list is Ferry Cassoni. He's a digital PR guy, a very influential guy on LinkedIn. And one of his sites which he mentioned on LinkedIn, I tried to find out the organic growth of that website where he built backlinks using digital PR. The site's name is eachnight.com. Eachnight.com was growing rapidly in 2021 and 2022, but then it started to decline from 4.5 lakh visits per month to 19,000 visits per month. And that too after building high authority DR90, DR80 backlinks from influential sites. Does that mean backlinks don't work anymore? Or there is some other secret? Let's deep dive and understand what we can learn from these case studies, whether you are an SEO or you are a client hiring an SEO. Number one is long-term strategy. See, you need to understand that SEO is a long-term game. You cannot hire an SEO for 6 months or 1 year or 2 years and then you start feeling as if you don't need SEO or you can do SEO on your own. If you're a client, you have to evolve your SEO strategy as the organic traffic grows. A site with 1,000 monthly visits will have a different strategy with a site with 10,000 visits per month or 1 lakh visits per month. Number two is we have to keep realistic expectations. A lot of SEOs and a lot of clients feel that they want a sudden growth on their website, but that is not a realistic expectation. You need to understand that SEO is slow and steady work. If somebody is promising you a sudden growth, trust me, it is not going to work even if you see a sudden growth. If you are a business, ads will give you instant results. SEO will give you long-term results. And I always tell my clients, if you see a sudden growth or if an SEO is promising you a sudden growth, trust me, 95% of the time, that sudden spike in the organic growth will lead to a sudden decline in your organic traffic. That is how Google works. If suddenly you are seeing your traffic has grown exponentially, it is not going to last. I'm far more comfortable with sites growing slowly, steadily, month after month, rather than a sudden spike. Whenever I see a sudden spike in organic traffic, it is always a red flag for me. And you also need to understand that some SEOs are obsessed with particular strategy, or they are selling a course on that, or they are selling a service on that. So they will always keep on pushing that service, pushing on that course. If somebody is selling backlink service, link building service, they will always push for link building. If somebody has a course on topical authority, that person will always push that topical authority is what you need. And they are not wrong in saying that. They are right in a way, because you need topical authority. You need links to grow your organic traffic, but that is not the only thing you need in SEO. SEO is far more greater than only topical authority or only link building. Like in this case, if you see Ferry's case study where he has built so many high quality backlinks through digital PR, but still the traffic has gone for a toss for that particular site. Or if you see Corey's topical authority strategies on those particular sites, you see a sudden spike in organic traffic, but then you are also seeing a decline in organic traffic as well. So there is no one single strategy in SEO that will bring organic traffic. So keep your expectation real whenever you are hiring an SEO or implementing SEO strategies. Number 3, constant monitoring and adaptation. SEO is changing almost every month from the last 2-3 years, and you need to constantly adapt with respect to Google's new algorithms. Change your strategies accordingly, adapt yourself to new Google updates, and you will see steady growth in your organic traffic. So that's why you just cannot implement things and see a growth in organic traffic and then sit back and relax. That is not going to work. Probably in most of these case studies, the clients may have hired these SEO folks, but then maybe later after a few months, they might not be working on these websites, and then they saw a decline in the organic traffic. And lastly, diversification of traffic sources. This is extremely important if you are a client, if you have a website which generates revenue for you. You have to diversify your traffic sources. You just cannot rely only on paid ads. You just cannot rely on SEO traffic or organic traffic. You have to find other sources from where you can have a steady flow of visits or people buying your service, buying your product from other sources. It may be social media, Instagram, maybe YouTube videos, newsletter, but you have to think about alternate sources which supplements the growth or the revenue of your site. So next time, whenever you are seeing a case study, SEO case study, keep these things in mind. Case studies are meant to show you what you are expecting. A lot of things, a lot of deep diving, digging needs to be done by you also to understand what is really going behind the growth of that particular website. Reverse engineering in SEO is an art which not many people are talking about it. Learn to reverse engineer any SEO success or an SEO failure if you want to keep growing your skill set, or if you want to keep building new SEO strategies.